Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Buckeye Politics. Today, we are back with a brand new video, and we're going to be looking at the easiest pathway for Donald Trump to win the 2024 election. Now, this is probably not what's going to happen, and it's kind of a cursed map, and it's like I said, probably not going to happen. But the easiest pathway to victory for Donald Trump in the 2024 election is this. And right now I have a map of the 2020 election results up on the screen. Kamala Harris at 303, Trump at 235 electoral votes. It's not exact because of how the things have shifted in terms of states getting more or less electoral votes since then. But although there's 6, 7, 8 swing states depending on who you ask, the two easiest, or I guess the simplest way for Trump to flip this map back into his column, is to win the states of Pennsylvania and Georgia. That would put Trump at 270 and Kamala Harris at 268. Now, this is a kind of a weird looking map. Obviously, if Trump wins Pennsylvania, he's very likely to win Wisconsin, considering Wisconsin was closer than Pennsylvania. Same with Arizona. Michigan is obviously the Rust Belt 3, usually votes together, although that could change, obviously. If Trump wins Georgia, he probably wins Arizona. But once again, that's not exactly guaranteed. But overall, although there are more than just these two swing states, if Trump wins Pennsylvania with its 19 electoral votes and Georgia with its 16 electoral votes, he would win the presidency. Very narrowly, I'm sure there'd be a lot of lawsuits and a lot of people contesting the results in court, but it would still be a Trump victory. So now the question is, how likely is this scenario? Not how likely is the scenario, but what are the chances that Trump wins Georgia and Pennsylvania? Because obviously he could substitute Georgia for Wisconsin and Arizona, or he could substitute Georgia for Wisconsin, Nevada, and Nevada. But still, I mean, this is you want to have to win as few states as possible to win the presidency. Obviously, it's easier to just win Georgia than it is to win Wisconsin, Arizona, a whole combination of states. So how is Trump doing in the states of Pennsylvania and the states of Georgia? Well, in the state of Georgia, according to 538, Trump maintains a very narrow lead over Kamala Harris by a little less, by about half a point to a point, depending on the poll. If we scroll down here, as you can see, Trump has been leading in a lot of polls in Georgia, especially recently, although it's been by very slim numbers. FoCal data has Trump up by 4. They have him up by 1, up by 1. The Redfield and Wilton strategies has the race tied, although they did include RFK, so with that 2%, maybe going to Trump, maybe that has Trump leading. New York Times and Siena College, a pretty accurate pollster, although they do have kind of a left-wing bias. They have Trump up by 4 points in a head-to-head against Harris, and then with RFK and other candidates on the ballot, the lead kind of shifts a little bit, but still they have Trump up in Georgia. Another poll from Redfield and Wilton has Trump up by 2. So overall, Trump is actually polling very well in the state of Georgia. So it's it is very likely that Trump wins Georgia. Pennsylvania, little less likely. If we look at polling, we'll go over here to here's Pennsylvania. Right now, the polling average in Pennsylvania has Kamala Harris leading by about 1.5 points, although it is still pretty close. There was a poll by SoCal Strategies, which is also by Red Eagle and On Point Politics. It's kind of funny, cheeky little cameo from those guys in this video. They have Trump up by 4 points against Biden, 4 to 5 points against Biden, but only up by 1 against Kamala Harris. Still a Trump lead. Active vote, very low sample size. They have Kamala Harris up by 2. And I believe in this poll they pushed undecideds to get the perfect 51-49. Usually not the best way to conduct polls. Insider Advantage has Trump up by 1. And then FoCal Data has Kamala Harris up by 1, but once again, they included RFK, so with RFK dropping out, you could see maybe the support going to Trump, and Trump narrowly winning. So polls in Pennsylvania are kind of all over. As you can see, there's a few polls that have the race tied. A poll from Signal has Trump up by 1, although that poll did include RFK. But in a head-on-head, it was Harris is up by 1. So overall, there's still a lot we don't know. Kamala Harris has only been in the race for about a month. We haven't even had the debates yet. It's kind of weird to say this in late August, but because of how the race has gone, it is still relatively early. But in both Pennsylvania and Georgia, it does appear that Trump is polling well, especially compared to states like Michigan, Wisconsin, even Arizona, although Trump has been polling better in Arizona recently. But still, the two most important states, the states that would have the most electoral votes out of all the swing states, and the states Trump has to win in order to have a shot at victory in the presidential election, are both of the states that he's polling the best at this time. So with that, thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.